Yo, 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 you know what time it is. Sheridan Mish here to tell you it's all gonna be okay. That's right. So who's jumping on? Who's watching tonight? Who's waiting? Who's ready? Irene, you are the first one on. Congratulations. You're the winner. First one on. Who else is jumping on? We got two. Those numbers are gonna just go up. It's Saturday night. People, I know you're ready to hear this message of positivity, hope, optimism, and reassurance that it's all going to be okay. You know it's the truth, and that's why that you're watching. So who else is getting on board? I've got a bunch of things I want to talk about tonight. A lot of different things. So excited. It was a fabulous day today. I mean, if you're in central New York and you didn't think today was a great day, then you must have been in the hospital and suffering because everybody was out today. Everybody. It was crazy. Crazy how many people we saw today. Hello, Phil. Good evening to you as well. Chris Park, what's going on, my friend? See, Melanie's on board as well. Phil and Melanie. Good to see you guys. Connor, pitcher or catcher? Connor, that is a loaded question. I don't even want to answer for you, but you know who this is. This is Gary Carter. Gary Carter, number 8, New York Mets kid. That was his nickname. Love Gary Carter. He was my favorite baseball player of all time. So there's a fun little fact to know. He's my favorite. Gary Carter, New York Mets. He did play for a number of other teams. He started his career with the Montreal Expos. After the Mets, I think he went to San Diego for a little bit. I think he finished his career with Miami. But yeah, so yeah, beautiful day today. Beautiful day. Hey Tracy, good to see you. Brian, good to see you on board watching here. That's right, the kid. Let's go Mets. So what do I want to talk about? I got a bunch of different points. Lots of fun. Stories. Nothing hardcore in terms of stats or getting down on people. No, it's all going to be light. Lots of fun today. That's right, Parks. It's number 8 there, buddy. So what do I want to talk about? First thing I want to talk about, I got a bunch of points. Lipstick. I want to talk about lipstick. So last night I got done with the video and I went out to the kitchen and just getting ready to go hang out in the living room. And Irene was there. And I went to turn and kiss Irene, and she had lipstick on. I'm like, what are you doing with lipstick on at this time of night? And so because we're in the office all day and she's got the PPE on, you down with PPE? Yeah, you know me. You down with PPE? Yeah, you know me. Hey, so we're wearing the PPE. She's got the mask on. She's got the N95 plus a fashion mask over the top of it because now we want to have function. We want to have fashion. We bring it 100% when we roll. That's how we do it. Hey, Sophia, good to see you on board. Carl, good to see you as well, my friend. So Irene's got the lipstick on because she's got the PPE on all day and she doesn't wear any makeup. So she puts the lipstick on at night. And now, like I said, I wanted to go give her a kiss, and I hate giving her a kiss with a lipstick on because when I give her a kiss, like I feel like it gets on my lips. I don't like it. So I went to kiss her, and then I backed away. So yeah, that's the price she has to pay if she wants the lipstick on. No kisses. No kisses. You gotta wipe it off. I don't like any of that. She's beautiful. Anyway, I don't like all the makeup on. I don't like the lipstick on. I tell her that all the time. She's beautiful without it. Anyway, Irene puts lipstick on at like 8 o'clock at night. Oh, funny. We had a great day today. As a family, we went up to the Adirondacks. We went and climbed Bear Mountain. And so Black Bear Mountain specifically, because Bear Mountain in New York State is actually down in the Hudson Valley. So let me be specific. It was Black Bear Mountain. So with that, we went up there as a family. It's great. The 5 of us just rolling in the car, having a lot of fun. It was a blast. Lots of stories, lots of laughs and talk. So that was great. We love, that's what we do. The Mishes, we roll. We always have. We get in the car and we drive. We took a cross-country trip 6 years ago or something. It was the best thing we ever did as a family. Hey, so how about, one of the things that we were talking about on the way up was talking about Autumn applying for jobs, and that she went yesterday and she went started applying for jobs, and we were talking about our first jobs and like fast food jobs and whatnot. So fast food was not my first job. However, it was one of my first jobs. I worked at Taco Bell on Oriskany Boulevard in Yorkville, and it was a lot of fun. I had fun there. In fact, not only did I work there, I also worked at the Taco Bell at was it at Riverside Mall? It was at Riverside Mall, also. Way back when. So Taco Bell, I worked there, had a lot of fun, learned lessons. I think there's value in working fast food, especially as a teenager and even as an adult. It's there's something with systems, and to be able to learn how to work in an organized system, and that everything is measured and thought out and figured out. It's great lessons. I mean, I can tell you, 1.5 ounces of ground beef in a soft shell taco. I mean, that's what it was. So half an ounce of cheese, I could tell you, I could go with my hand right now and just pick and scoop the exact amount that was needed, still to this day. Hey, Mike, good to see you on there. What's up with you? Autumn applied to a variety of different places. One of the places she applied to is McDonald's. People knock on McDonald's. They're like, oh, people work at McDonald's. Listen, you got to be together to work fast food. You got to have it all together for the menu and whatnot. I told her, I think McDonald's is a great place to work. Great place to get your first job and learn what it's like to work in a system, in a team environment, which she's great because she's a great teammate when it comes to any sport. So, but there's value to working in fast food. Allison worked her first job at Burger King. Again, that was something that we were talking about. Then she went to Subway. Subway, that was funny. It was funny. Here's a funny story, because I got Allison's stories for days. And she makes it easy, like I told her. But not only does Allison make it easy to have stories, but she's the oldest. So we've got more years with Allison. We've got more years of Allison doing things that we can laugh about. And cry about and celebrate. But we're going to laugh about this one because for whatever reason, when she was working at Subway, it always managed that if she had to get picked up at say 9 o'clock, if they close at 9, for whatever reason at 8:55, they needed to make like 3 dozen cookies. I don't know why, but for some reason they needed cookies right at the end of the night. And so then guess what? When the cookies are there and it's the end of the night and they got to close up, well, all the other cold stuff gets packed away, put in the fridge, with the cookies you got to take home. So for whatever reason, it seemed like Allison and her coworkers always went home with 12 cookies each at the end of the night. I don't know. I mean, it's just how things work, right? So she burned a lot of cookies at Subway. Oh man, the cookies at Subway are fantastic. They're Otis Spunkmeyer cookies. Nothing like some good Otis Spunkmeyer cookies. That's all American right there. Chocolate chip cookies. Oh gosh. Camping. Camping is closed in New York State. I mean, if you ever want to talk about social distancing, how much more distant can you get? I mean, you're out in the woods, you're separated, you're in your tent, you're outside, fresh air. How is it possible that they think it's a good idea to close camping in New York State? They did it in Canada, in Ontario as well, because we watch the Ontario news. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Why would you do that? It's one of the healthiest things you could do, to get out there and be in nature and just recreate, connect with nature. It's good for your body, your mentally. It's good for your soul. Just get out there. And your social distance, I don't get it. Why they would close it. Man, I don't get it. Oh, climb a mountain. That's what we did today. We climbed a mountain. Hey, Park, putting that in your mind about the Subway, I'm going to talk about something in a minute. That's right, Kelly. It's tyranny. Tyranny. I mean, yeah, I could go outside in the backyard and pitch a tent, but there's nothing like getting up in the Adirondacks or the Catskills or somewhere and camping and being away from home, There's good to get that separation, have that fire going. Oh, man, it's great. Have bears running through your campsite. Yeah, strange animals brushing up against your tent. You wake up. What was that? What was that? Was that somebody outside the tent? Oh my gosh, what was that? Oh, man, we went camping one time. Here's a quick sidebar. Anyway, it's all sidebar, right? Because I'm just talking. Irene and I, we went camping in the Moose River Plains. It's primitive camping out there. You got to drive miles to even get to any campsite. It's totally free, but it is primitive. It's you, a campsite, and an outhouse, and a fire pit, and a table, and the next campsite is like a half mile away. You got to have your stuff prepared because it takes like an hour to get in and out just from the main road. So you better have your stuff. There's no running water, and be okay and self-sufficient. But yeah, so we were out, and I remember the first time hearing a moose call in the morning. It was like, what is that noise? I mean, it woke us up. It was like 5 a.m. And then the next morning heard the same thing, same area. It's the Moose River Plains. That's what they do. The moose are bugling. So awesome noise, awesome sound, just nothing like being in nature. Anyway, so today we go and we climbed a mountain. Like I said, we climbed Black Bear Mountain in Inlet. And so for anybody that hasn't done it, it was about an hour and a half up and about an hour 15 coming back down. It's a pretty easy hike. It's just you're going along. It's 2 to 2.5 miles or so. Nice view, nice summit. I posted that on Facebook, so you can go and check that out. Yeah, it's Crazy Town, Marcy. That's right. So we're up there. We're hiking up. There's a very, very nice hike. Our feet got wet at points. A little bit wet. Nothing crazy, unless you got sunk down in there. Allison and Autumn had some interesting times getting themselves stuck in some mud. It was fun to watch. Andrew and I made it through all right, and Irene had hiking shoes, so she was really just going right through it. So if you got hiking boots, you're fine. You just go right through. If you're sneaker people like the other 4 of us, then you got to be a little more cautious with your step. But really nice. Saw so many people. I'll tell you what, it was great seeing people without face masks. It was great to walk by someone, to look at another human being, see someone smile, and to say hello. We probably saw 100 people, and every single group that we passed, there was hellos and just cordial conversation as you go by. It was just awesome, Allison will never be a good hunter. I don't know if I would never ask her to go out hunting. She probably wouldn't be interested. But Allison would not be good because she doesn't shut up the whole way. I mean, Allison just talks. She'll talk to hear herself talk. She'll talk for other people. She just talks. And yes, Autumn talks as well, but Allison is talking like crazy. So interesting things come up in conversation when you're hiking along for that kind of period of time. Like Allison says, everybody has their own smell. Okay. And so, it's true, right? And so then we've got all this conversation going on amongst us about how the truth and how that works, that everybody has their own smell. I mean, yes, there's body habitus in terms of how you take care of yourself. Do you shower every day, wash your hair? Do you use cologne and this, that, and the other thing? But, I mean, we're talking about your body like as a planet, and that as just what it's made of, what you're putting into your body, like some people just ooze the smell of like marijuana. I mean, they just walk by and that's just boom, you get hit. Some people, these Italians that like their garlic, like Irene sometimes, she just smells like garlic. She's just got that garlic smell. It's like she eats it and it doesn't go away. So everybody has a smell, but it's what you're made of. It's what you're putting into your body, and then it's how your body uses whatever food and beverage and chemicals that are going in, and how it changes you. Oh man, I mean, all this conversation that was going on about how you smell on the outside. Oh, gosh, fun times. So yeah, saw some cool people along the way, met a lot of nice people. At the top of the mountain, so this flag right here, because listen, I'm proud to be a New Yorker. I'm a proud New Yorker. I'm proud to be an American. And some people will say that pride is a sin. Whatever. I'm proud. All right. I'm proud to be a New Yorker. I'm proud to be an American. Take that. And so nobody knew. The kids didn't know. Nobody knew. I took this flag, folded it up. I packed it into the backpack, and we got to the top. And so it was time for our photo. There was another group that was there, and they were talking about taking a picture. And I was like, hey, we'll take your picture. So we got it all set up with the right angle, took their photo. And then I asked them if they would take a picture. Boom. I bring the flag out, unfold it, and we're ready to go. So we take the picture with it. And then they're like, oh, can we use the flag? I mean, that looks awesome. Can we take a picture with your flag? Absolutely. Please do. Like, I mean, listen, that's what it's all about. Connecting with other human beings and making that connection in this great community that we live in, the world that we live in. And so, just having that brief conversation of meeting other people. And, I told them about it's all going to be okay. I told them, I said, with the picture that you took, that we took of you, that I took, can you just hashtag it IAGBOK, please? Because it stands for it's all going to be okay. And I've been doing these videos. Tonight's going to be the 40th day in a row. And so they did. They posted it on Instagram and tagged it with it's all going to be okay. So I love it. And then there was this other couple that showed up. And while we're taking their picture and we already had ours and there's all of us up there, there's 9 of us up there now. These other 2 people are like, they're taking a picture of us taking a picture of them with a flag. And they're just so loving it that they've never seen that. They've never had like people with a flag at the top. And so they love it. And that's all he wanted to do. And I was like, come on up here. I'll take your picture. Hold the flag. This is the best place to be. They're like, no. Like, no, come on, let's go. It's one thing. I mean, like, okay, I'm glad that you feel the pride and they're excited about this. But get it for yourself. Like, let's capture that moment. And so they got up there and they held it and I took the picture of them. And oh man, I mean, it's proud to be a New Yorker, proud to be an American, connecting with other people. I mean, that's what it's all about. We are designed as humans to be social, to have connections. We're not designed to be separated. And so that's what makes this time so difficult. And I'm thankful that we had the opportunity to connect with some other people while we were on the trail. It was awesome. I want to talk about manifesting. Here's something, manifesting. And I've talked to my kids about this. I've talked to other people about this. I've taught teams that hockey teams that I've coached about manifesting. So manifesting is essentially putting out into the universe what it is that you want, and then it becomes. And it's the same thing as it's all going to be okay. Like, you can't just say it's all going to be okay and it's all going to be okay. No, you got to actually put a little bit of effort into it, but you can manifest things. And so, one of the things that happened that I manifested just recently was I went and we picked up some food from takeout, because that's all you can get. So did some takeout, and when I went to go pick it up, they had some beers lined up, and I really don't drink beer hardly ever. But for whatever reason, they were different beers, and I was like, man, I really could have went for grabbing a few of those beers and just bringing them home and trying them and having them. So I said that to Irene as soon as I got in the car. We drove home, and then I took pictures of the food. I posted it and whatnot, and then I ended up getting a message. Hey, listen, we saw your post. Want to thank you for doing that. And next time you come down, have a few beers on us. That's it. The only thing that happened was I thought about it, I spoke it, and put it out to the universe, and I told Irene, and then by putting that out there, that post, just to share our food, that's what happens, is someone contacts us and says, hey, thank you, and have a few beers on us. If you want something, you just it's not going to happen all the time, but you got to just say it. You put it out there, put it into the universe. and then do just a little something, and it's going to come to you. Allison, we were talking about manifesting today as well. So she's talking about this story that she went to this gas station locally, and she went into the gas station she went into the women's room, and there was poop everywhere, like poop all over the toilet, the seat, the rails, the floor, the wall, like it was poop everywhere. So Allison went out of the bathroom, the women's room, and went to the person that was working and said, hey, it's disgusting in there. I have to go to the bathroom, but I can't go in there. Can I use the men's room? Can you just watch? And the person that was working said, absolutely, go ahead. So Allison went, used the men's room. Kudos for her for stepping up and saying something. Kudos for her for going and having the courage to actually go and talk to somebody. But the funny thing is, and here's the manifesting, was 2 days before we were sitting around talking about jobs and whatnot, and Allison was talking about when she worked at Christmas tree shops out in Buffalo when she was in college, that they would have different people take turns cleaning the bathroom. And so it was her turn to go clean the bathroom. And so she went in there, and that's what it was, is there was just crap all over. And Allison says, I'm not cleaning it. And so she went out, she told the manager, and then they ended up having this guy that works there who worked in the back, who I guess handled all the tough jobs. But he went and cleaned it. But 2 days before, Allison's talking about this situation where there's literally poop all over the seat, all over the walls, the handrails, like it's everywhere. Like you can't have that happen unless someone is malicious and just put it all over. So she put it out there in the universe, and then she ended up experiencing it. So what I'm getting at is a couple things. One is that if you want it to be all okay, then you have to say, it's all going to be okay. Say it. You got to think it. You got to speak it. And you will manifest it. It will all be okay. If you want more money, if you want time with someone, if you want, I don't know what, like just pick something that you want. But I'm telling you, you can manifest as well. You've got to think it. You got to speak it. If you write it down, it's even more powerful. But just by doing that and putting that out in the universe, you got a better chance of it happening, and just take some steps to make it happen. You really can have anything that you want. And it's not just a pie in the sky thing. Like you can have anything that you want. But you can't just be here. You got to actually say it. You got to speak it. I mean, listen, isn't that what happened? I'm not going to get all religious here, but isn't that what happened in the Bible? I mean, didn't God speak and then things happened, right? I mean, it wasn't that God thought about, let there be light. God thought about, let's create the planet and humans. Like God thought, spoke, and boom, it happened, right? And like I said, I'm not getting all religious. I've got a Bible somewhere, but I'm not like some uber Christian here. But I do believe that there is a higher power. And so that being said, if you are of the Christian persuasion, if you look in Genesis, I'm sure you're going to see that, right? So God spoke, it was the word was real, boom, there you go. So, okay, I need more water. So yeah, manifest beer, manifest poop, you can manifest money. You can manifest love. What do you want? Who do you, whatever it is. Okay. I said earlier about being down with PPE. Yeah, you know me. So you gotta take the steps to protect yourself, to protect others. I'm totally on board with that. With what's going on in the world today, but that's not the answer. That's not the answer for taking care of it. The answer is your immune system being strong. Strengthen your immune system. A vaccine is not the answer. Your immune system is the answer. Drugs are not the answer. There's not going to be some miracle drug. It's your immune system. The immune system has been working already to destroy the virus without vaccine, without drugs, and without PPE. Because people are wearing PPE and they're still getting sick. So they're not the answer. Strengthen your immune system, strengthen yourself, be prepared, fight it, win. Tonight's lesson, besides it's all going to be okay, because I've already kind of talked about a little bit of lesson, and that's manifesting. You can manifest. You are powerful beyond belief. Believe in yourself. Believe in others. Believe in a greater power in the universe to provide that which you want, because you can have it. But tonight's lesson comes from the hike, and this is where I'm going to finish things up right here. I'm going to bring it home. My kids are ready. They know what I'm going to say, because this is something I said the entire hike, because it was wet out there. There was mud. There was a lot of dry, and there was rock, and there was roots and trees, and it was a great hike. It was a lot of sun. There was growth. There was some snow still up higher on the mountain, so it was cool to see snow. I did not eat it. I am not afraid to eat snow, unless it's yellow, but I will eat snow. I'm not afraid to do it. Or brown snow. I won't eat brown snow either, but I will eat snow. I did since I was a kid. Didn't kill me. Here I am. I made it this far. It worked. But our lesson from the hike tonight, Irene already wrote it. She just wrote it. Find the rock. Find the rock. When you're going across the water, when you're going across the mud, find the rock. And sometimes, I'm not talking about the rock even that's necessarily like totally like sticking out and it's easy to find, like I'm going to step there and step there. Because it is all about like, what's the next step I should take to get to my destination? What's the next step to get across this challenging point? Because things are going smooth, you're just hiking along, and all of a sudden, whoa, there's mud. Let's see how we're going to navigate through this. Slow it down, pick your spot, find the rock, and then go. You don't have to go all the way around this way or that way. Just, you can keep going on the trail, find the rock. But sometimes those rocks are actually kind of blending in very similar to the mud, in that it's the same depth, the same level, but you kind of got to just look a little bit closer and you just see a certain shape and you're like, that's a rock. Like, it's the same level as the mud, but you can just kind of see that shape. You're like, that's a rock. That's where I'm stepping. That's where I'm putting my foot. I'm going to take the next step. That's where I'm going. And if I can get there and then to there. So sometimes you just got to slow down for a minute, take a look, evaluate the situation, see the detail amongst all the shit, and step in the right spot. And if you take that step, it's going to get you across to your destination. And so I said that no less than probably 100 times on the hike today. Find the rock. And so my lesson and my message for you tonight is that's the same thing in life. When things get tough and you don't know which way to go, slow down, take a look, find the rock, take a step, because you got to keep moving. It's okay to stop for a moment to survey the situation. Find the step, take it. And if you take that right step, if you find it, then you're going to be on solid ground and you're going to be able to get to where you want to go. So find the rock. So wherever you are in your life, this is what it's all about. Relax, take a look, take a deep breath, find the rock, take a step, keep moving forward. You're going to get where you want to go. You can have anything that you want. You can manifest what you want. It's going to take some effort. It's going to take steps. But you are powerful beyond belief. You are absolutely awesome. And I want to just thank you for tuning in and watching me tonight. It means so much to me to have the interaction. You know, I love Chris Park that you're chiming in here, and my wife and daughter and Marcy. You know, I love to have you on board with that. So, you know, it's all going to be okay. I just want to finish with that quick little moment of just standing up. And if you don't want to stand up and you want to sit, you can sit and do this and just sit. Put your hands like this, because you got to put that power out into the universe, because it's not about you. It's about you putting this energy out there. And so just putting that energy out. So if you want to stand up and have your shoulders come back and just nice and relaxed, palms facing forward, if that's what you're going to do. If you're going to sit, just stay seated and just put your hands up and have your palms facing out. Have your shoulders back, whatever you're doing, but that's what you got to do is just get yourself relaxed, head up, shoulders back, palms out, put a smile on that face. Breathe in deep through your nose. Hold it for a second. Breathe out through your mouth and say, it's all going to be okay. One more time. Breathe in through your nose. Put that smile on and hold. Breathe out. And just say, it's all going to be okay. Listen, I want to thank you for tuning in tonight. I want to thank you for watching. It's 40 days that we've been doing this together. 40 days and 40 nights. I'm not going to get all biblical on you, but my gosh, 40 days, 40 nights. How powerful that is. And we've been on this journey together. So I wouldn't be here without you, without your support, without your interaction. So thank you so much for being a part of this journey. Proud to be an American, proud to be a New Yorker. Thank you so much. And I'll be back tomorrow to tell you it's all going to be okay. Love and appreciate you. I'll see you in the locker room.